Hello, Donna here in Gobi. Welcome to our channel. Our channel is about transcending trauma. I want to spit this out before I forget. It was a comment someone made on someone else's post. It's a group recovering from narcissistic abuse. She said, I don't protect someone else's reputation when they do something rotten to me. And, it's kind of like my video the other day on the smear campaign. And it's something I noticed. I mean, besides that, when we live through narcissistic abuse, we can go into a lot of chronic fawning, where we are afraid to have a voice, a lot of self doubt from having been gaslit. It's there, there's a lot of like doubt and stuff. So the original post was, the woman said, what a horrible thing this woman lived through, by the way, like such betrayal. So she had a friend that she had confided in about a lot of her husband's mistreatment. Well, it ended up that the woman was going behind her back and sharing the information with her ex and having an affair with him, and then ended up signing an affidavit. Thankfully, the court didn't use it, but like slandering her, so it wasn't even what the post was about. It was about, like, she obviously blocked the woman and is no longer friends with her, after, experience such a betrayal, of confidences. And like even that term, betrayal of confidence, when you have confidence in someone else, when you have confidence in, like, you're sharing your vulnerability with someone and they're actually like using it against you. I think that was my other video too on someone using info as ammo, like where you think you trust someone, you have confidence in them, and they're entrusting them and they betray you. It's really horrible to experience. So here she's experiencing a hard, toxic husband, and then, reaching out to someone and they end up betraying her. But her question was, she said it's been a while. She's blocked her everywhere, doesn't have any interaction. But this woman is friends with her adult daughters and has been like liking and commenting on their posts. And she wanted to know if she should let them know what happened between her and this person. And I loved the person's response that said, yes, tell them. I don't protect people's reputations that do, awful things. I think the thing is, when we live through abuse, I know I push away anything that I feel would make me be behaving like the narcissist. I know a lot of videos talk about like where people get confused about going no contact because they think they're being mean, like what they've experienced during the silent treatment. Yet it may sound like a similar behavior, but the intentions behind it are so different. Like silent treatment is a way to show hierarchy. It's a way to make someone else feel to to devalue and minimize someone else's existence, to make them feel invisible, to have power and control over them. Usually, silent treatments, people come back after it because they're showing you, like, they want you to know, like, if you want to talk about something and have like conflict resolution, which you absolutely cannot have with a narcissist, they will shut you down and give you the silent treatment to let you know that they are going to make you feel invisible, unworthy of connection, if you want to point out anything that you are not happy with. And honestly, people are going to not be happy with things in relationships. Things come up. It's just natural. It's natural. Nothing is ever going to be perfect in a relationship. You've got to be able to speak up, be able to say, hey, it doesn't really feel good when you say that, or call me that name, or, stay out all night. you know? And you got to be able to like say and talk and come to some kind of resolve that births intimacy, closer intimacy, but they just have so much, they carry so much shame that, they can't be wrong. And it's not wrong even, it's like, you're not being wrong when there's, something that someone else needs and they're expressing it to you. It doesn't make you wrong, it's just, it's just how people are. Everyone has their own preferences and they should be able to share them. So, anyways, segue there. So, I the woman wanted to know if she could share with her daughters. Her daughters don't even know this happened. Like it just kind of blows my mind. So it's kind of like with the silent treatment that we think that when we go no contact, we know how awful the silent treatment feels, and we feel like we're being like that. It is so different. We are doing it to protect ourselves. When we go no contact, that means we are cutting off contact with someone that is hurting us, that's emotionally abusing us or psychologically abusing us. It is a loving thing we are doing for ourselves, and actually a loving thing we're doing for them, because we are no longer enabling like behavior that is awful. So just like the silent treatment and no contact are so different, when you call out someone for crappy behavior, or you share a truth like with your daughters about an experience you had with someone else, she actually has proof of it. It's not just, I kind of feel like this woman is doing this. I mean, she has an affidavit that this woman wrote about her. Thank God it wasn't accepted in court, but she got to see this woman's true colors. Like, so can she control what her daughters do with the information? No, but they have a right to know. So, like, there's a difference between a smear campaign and actual factual truth of what you've experienced with someone. I think we get that mixed up too. Like, people like stay stuck in silence about things because they feel like they're being like them, like being slandering in a smear campaign or gossip. All those things are rooted in falsehoods. They don't have weight or truth behind them. When someone is signing an affidavit, writing something awful about you, that's a fact. That is truth. When you live through something hard and abusive with someone and you share that with people that love you, like your daughters, I mean, that's necessary even, to get the comfort and to even let her daughters know how this woman is so that she can let them make informed decision and protect themselves so they're aware. It's very different than a smear campaign when you're talking about actual facts that's of something someone's done. Not like someone recently with me starting something that didn't even have a thread of truth in it. That's smearing and slandering. It's based on falsehood. But when you share the truth about someone's crappy behavior, you're bringing it to the light. That's light, that's justice, that's truth. It's different. So we can get really afraid about like standing up for ourselves because we feel we're being like them with the smear campaign, and it is not the same thing. It's just like the silent treatment and no contact is very different. The other thing I wanted to say is like about paradigm shifts. Like, just because we used to have to zip our mouths over everything, like, do the way people behave change? Like, maybe some core things are still there, but like as a whole, like, look at how society is. Like, I mean, people used to think women had no rights at all. There's still a percentage of stuff there, or that people of a different color were somehow subpar. Thank God that's out too. So, do things shift? Yes, things shift. And talking about things and bringing things up and bringing things to the light and not shutting up when someone mistreats you, we should talk about these things. We shouldn't just, oh, just, yeah, the truth will be found out. The truth will find its way out. Why should you sit there in silence and suffer and not have someone comforting you when you're experiencing something awful like that woman did with the betrayal? She already had to process it on her own. Now she's just worried about sharing truthful information with her daughters. That's what narcissistic abuse does. It tries to silence us. I almost took my channel down again last night because of so many ghosts in my head saying that my voice isn't worthy. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, like, I'm authentic. It's not easy to make these videos, and it's not easy to let them ride, let them stay up, because the echoes in my head find ways to beat me up about it. And when I post something that I feel really passionate about and I lose a subscriber, it hurts me. It does. Just all honesty, because, I've been discarded, and it triggers some of those old wounds inside of me. But I'm going to power through, and I'm going to keep sharing, and I hope